SupportTheMusicBlog.com. We promote anyone to everyone.
I'm Big Wino from Rated Ill.
From Rated Ill?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I rap, I produce, I have over 100 corporate sponsors, so I just get down in the game. I'm originally from San Diego, but we got a big core out there in the Four Corner region, and working on an album with Killah Priest, man.
Hey, so how long you been doing what you do?
Since I was like 13, man, so probably a good 17, 20 years.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow. What motivates you to keep going?
I'm a workaholic. I can't stop. You know what I mean? So, and then I actually recently just got out of prison. So I was doing a life sentence. Spent 7 years doing a life sentence. Just got out after they found out that it wasn't me responsible for what I was in prison for. And I've been out for the last 12 months just grinding. So
Man, is that in your music?
Yeah, well, yeah. The first album I recorded was the first 3 days of me out of prison. It's called A Caged Bird Sings. That's on Spotify and every other place where you can stream music. But right now we're on a campaign to put out a new we put out a new single every 2 weeks on all of the streaming platforms. So the next one is called History Repeats Itself, and I actually feature some of my homies that I was in prison with. They still are in touch. I still hold them down. You know what I'm saying? We still represent for those cats that are like kind of caught up in that mass incarceration shit. So we're trying to like help with that prison reform. We have a podcast called Super Wide, which is dedicated to prison wives, prison girlfriends, prison like husbands and mothers and fathers of people who are incarcerated. And you can find that on Spotify as well, or any other streaming platform that your favorite podcasts are on.
Man, there's a lot of young folks want to get in the game and do what you're doing.
Yeah.
How the heck do they get involved?
Work.
How do they keep from making mistakes?
I would say the biggest mistake that I see most people do is they don't realize how much work this dream costs. If you are chasing your dream, it's the hardest work you'll ever do in your life. But you do it because you love this work so much. If you don't love it that much, then you should probably get out the way. There's a lot of cats that are kind of in the way right now, and they don't know about this life. They don't really understand what they're trying to get into. So when the smoke and mirrors is all cleared and they see the reality of what this life is about, they're like a little disillusioned and they get disappointed because motherfuckers ain't trying to support. No one's gonna support you, and no one's gonna fucking help you more than you're gonna help you. So if you're coming into the game and you expect everyone to believe in you and help you right away, then you're already fucking up. So I would basically just say, you gotta believe in yourself more than anyone else, and you gotta work harder than anyone else, and you gotta go every single day, every setback, every failure, everything that you fucking blow it on, you have to just look at that as a learning experience and keep moving on.
You again?
That's bigwino.com, BIGWYNO.com. And then you can also look at Big Wino on any platform. I'm talking from your Instagram, Facebook, fucking TikTok. I don't give a shit what it is. I'm on there. LinkedIn, hit me up. I'm gonna be everywhere, and I'm always down to build with anyone. If you're out there and you're trying to build and you're looking for a connect, hit me up. We'll hook you up with the plug in your area. Anywhere on the Western United States, I'm available.
Hey, so where do you see your platform, all the things that you're doing, you know, that seeds you planted, where do you see them in the next 5 years?
To be honest, my main goal is to own 8 houses in the next 8 years. We own 2 now, so we're working on it. We're working on the next 8 houses. So for us, it's about getting that money, getting that exposure, but also passing that along. Like, I support the fuck out of everybody. Like, you can ask any artist in the towns that I've been in, I support the shit out of them. If you look at my social media, you'll see all the artists I support because they came to me and we hooked up and we had a good interaction, and I support them. And I don't, like a lot of artists, they're not going to support what you do because they're so selfish about what they do. They feel like if they support you, that's going to take away from them. But that's not how it works. In my opinion, I've gotten everything I get because I support the hell out of everybody in the scenes that come through. I support my local scene. I support the out-of-town scene. In every place that I step foot in, I support those people. And because I support those people, I feel like I've got a genuine connection with not just the artists, but their fan base. And, you know, we show love to each other.
What artist inspired you since you were a kid?
Man, you know what? That's a hard one. But, like, off the top, obviously there's, like, the Tupac. You know what I mean? I'm from the West Coast, so Tupac was a huge influence on my life. I would also say, like, more recently, and, like, as I got older and understood what hip-hop culture was, KRS-One, and the Temple of Hip-Hop movement. But nowadays, I mean, you can catch me rolling with everybody. Tumex, Killah Priest, Ghostface. Who else do we hang out with? Just a lot. There's so many cats right now. Mike and Nine, AC Alone. I mean, you name it. I like the old school cats because they remind me where hip hop comes from, but I like these new school cats because they remind me of where it's going. And I feel like real fortunate to be in the middle of all that. You know what I mean? So I like them all, man. I kind of like everything except for, you know, there is the only thing I really could say that I'm not really a big fan of right now is like we were just talking, the people who aren't down to put in the work but expect everything to be given to them. That's the only kind of artist I don't really like. Sure, yo, this is Big Wino. You're watching Support the Music blog. Show love, click the like buttons, share this shit, put it all over the place, because if you don't, then your mama will, and I'll be over there to make sure.